Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Here we go today. I think I have something for a lot of people today. At least I hope I do. And this is about on your journey. And this is about something that happens to us all. I mean, what happens to all of us from time to time when we get discouraged? What happens to all of us when we feel like quitting? What happens to all of us when we have that turn back moment? What happens to all of us when it don't seem like it's going to pan out? Because I want you to understand something, that every single living soul has those thoughts about something at some point in their life. I mean, look, I've oftentimes been discouraged about things not happening as fast as I'd like them, or things don't pan out the way I would like for them to have panned out. I mean, there's so many ways to get discouraged. But what my encouragement to you is, when discouragement comes, is understand this. It is a part of the growth process. It is a test. It is a test of your faith. How bad you want it. Do you really believe? That's all faith is. It's simply, and I've said this how many times, faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. So when discouragement comes, setbacks comes, it is a test of your faith. At least it's been that way for me. Now, other people can explain it another way. I'm not other people. I can only give it to you the way it's come to me and throughout my life. And man, oh man, oh man, discouragement sometimes is tough to deal with. Because it seems at times when you are discouraged that it's so absolute that this means the end. And if you allow it to set in, it can be just that, the end of you. When merely it was a test. That's all it is. But the majority of people that I know who are not successful, or who have told me the story of how they gave up, it was because at a moment of discouragement that they allowed it to set in, And it became so engulfing that it became the reason why you shouldn't finish. And then they started justifying it with, here the one that I hate to hear. Well, if it's God's will. Excuse me? If it's God's will that you fail, if it's God's will that you're not successful, if it's God's will that you lay down and give up, it's God's will that you allow yourself to amount to not reach your potential, that's God's will. That's not the God I know. That's not the God I serve. That's not the God I've read about. That's not the God I believe in. I'm sorry. My mother always taught me something, that he didn't bring me this far to leave me. I just don't believe that. Not for a second. Now, have I convinced myself of some things? Yep. Have I allowed the devil to come into the picture and paint a different one for me? Yep. I've done all of that. But you can't blame that on God now. Come on. So when discouragement comes, try to look at it, if you can, as a test of your faith. And you merely have to pass the test. It could be for a day, a half a day, a few hours, a week, a few weeks. It don't matter. Don't nobody know how long the test period is. Your job is to keep the faith and keep moving. Keep the faith and keep moving. Keep working. Keep believing. Keep hope alive. That's your job. If you do that, that's how you pass the test. It could be over tomorrow. It could be over in 2 weeks. It could be over in a month. You don't know. But all you got to do is wake up and keep the faith and fight the discouraging feelings. And how do you do that, Steve? Now, here we go. This is the part I know about for sure. Because how many times I've had to fight off discouragement in order to get to where God wanted me to be. What do you do when you become discouraged? Well, I think of the outcome. When I get discouraged about a task, I think about the outcome. Man, what would it be like if I were to complete the task? What would it be like, man? What would the outcome be for me if I hung on in there? If I didn't give up? If I imagine if I don't quit, I imagine if I don't give up, what would it be like? Man, suppose everything I'm hoping for comes true. But if I don't quit and give up, that might just be the case. I start talking to myself like that. I think of what the upside is. What's the upside to staying with it? You see, all this is the same thing. I'm just giving you different ways to look at it. I'm saying the exact same thing over and over, but I'm just trying to find the switch that connects in your mind where you can say, okay, man, I'm going to hang in there. Because if you think of the outcome and the outcome is appealing to you, if you imagine what it would be like if you don't give up or you don't quit, if you think only of what the upside is to staying with it, and then I go, where can this lead to? If I stay with it, man, and the outcome comes true, where else could that lead me to? Because, I mean, there's always more to it. So where else could this lead me to? What are the possibilities, man? What are the limitless possibilities? What could God possibly have in store for me if I just hang in there, if I pass this test of faith? If I just pass this test. Now, it ain't going to be the only one, but you got to get past this one, though. Then you're going to hit a smooth plane, then it's going to be another one. It's going to be another one. Life ain't nothing but a series of tests, man. Man, when you're thinking about giving up, when you're discouraged, think of the outcome. Imagine what it would be like if you don't quit, if you don't give up. What's the upside to staying with it? Where can this all lead to? What can this get you to? If you do this and you get to where you think you want to be, oh my God, what's after that? What are the limitless and endless possibilities of holding on to your faith? What could really be out there for me, man, if I just pass this test? You got to talk yourself into hanging in there.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention, please. This, with haven't noticed, is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, the happeningest morning show on planet Earth, the livest morning show on planet Earth, and without a doubt, and there is not even a debate or an argument here, hands down, the funniest morning show on planet Earth. There is none funnier than this one. If you got one, we'd like to hear about it. Because we can dispel that myth in one show. Matter of fact, we can get rid of that myth in one break. You do an 8-minute comedy set, then give me these 3 dudes I come to work with for an 8-minute comedy set, and we'll see who got it. We're looking for all challenges. Anybody want some of this? Come on, get it. As a matter of fact, let's just do it the right way. The whole morning show. You do your morning show, we do ours. 4 hours. Let's go. Steve Harvey Morning Show. The challenge is out. What you got? Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning, Steve. Let's get lit up in here. Yeah.
They ain't finna do nothing.
It.
Call it for real.
Bring it.
What's up, crew?
Don't nobody want this here junior kill
All
straight.
we do is slang these jokes. That's all we do.
Been doing it a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
What?
Bring it. Bring what you got. Bring all you got and more. We ready.
And the king of pranks, nephew Tommy.
Verses, baby. We ready to verse anybody. Bring it.
We ain't scared, huh, nephew?
Bring it, baby. We verses over here.
We Jeezy and Gucci up in this piece.
Shout out to Jeezy. Bring it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you can do your best of show.
We ready.
Yeah.
What you say, Steve? Old, new, current.
Do a best of. We'll throw a Wednesday at you. Do a best of.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Let us hear it,
Pick
and
a
then
day.
cut your radio on
Pick-
tomorrow and watch this.
Pick a damn day.
Wow.
Well, it's Monday. Week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
week.
Thanksgiving
Here we
week,
are.
baby.
Here
You're right,
we
Carla.
are. Wow.
So much to be thankful for, first of all.
Amen to that.
You
Shirley.
got this.
Woo.
I mean, you look at what we got to be thankful for. Those of us that are still here, surviving the pandemic,
Blessed.
the
Yes,
loss
sir.
of major stars' lives
Oh, yeah.
that affected the culture,
Yep. Starting with Kobe Bryant.
people who lost loved ones who we do not know. And oh my God, that's they Kobe in their life. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then the other great blessing is we about to get rid of this president. Yeah,
Woo-hoo! Thank you, Jesus.
yeah.
That's it.
He's still in there, though, right? He's still at the house.
Not long, Shirley. Not long.
Man, I talked to my brother today. My brother Dip. Now my brother Dip's 74 years old. He said, "Man, you know what, man?
That's how you talk?
Yeah." Hey,
brother
bruh.
Pimp Annie. Got a little Pimp Annie.
That's where I got the voice from.
Oh, okay.
Say, man, I sure was hoping he was on a ventilator or something. I said, who?
What?
The president. Why not? Everybody else been on it.
All right, Steve, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Ask the CLO right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So before we get to the CLO, Steve, I got to ask you, how was your weekend? Did you do anything special?
Oh, my goodness. Let me tell y'all something. I went to Memphis to pick up my family. You know,
Okay.
for the holidays, we're going to have Thanksgiving together. Everybody took COVID tests. I have another set of COVID tests set up for Wednesday. Everybody that's coming into the house got to take the COVID test, right? So I go to Memphis to pick up the family. And last night, Saturday night, not last night, but Saturday night, we went to a restaurant in Memphis called Mahogany Memphis. One of Marjorie's girlfriends is co-owner of the restaurant. It's called Mahogany Memphis. And man, let me tell you something. This food in here at Mahogany Memphis, in Memphis, was off
Good.
the chain.
What'd you have?
Marjorie had
What'd
told
you
me
get?
about, man, let me tell you something. First of all, we got the whole red snapper. They bring a whole red snapper propped
Head.
up with diamonds cut in everything.
Head
man,
and all.
And the way you take the meat off the fish is so perfect, unbelievable. We had frog legs, fried. I ain't never got the best fried frog legs I've ever had. We had oxtails. We had crab claws.
Okay.
You know, the little crab claws dipped in it. So it's like an upscale soul food with a dash of Creole on it. It's called Mahogany Memphis. And Bill Bellamy just went there Sunday.
Okay.
Because he heard us talk about it. Yeah, Bill Bellamy stopped in there and he was talking about it. He said, man, Steve, this place was off the chain, man. He said, but y'all ate up all the oxtails.
Marjorie can pick a restaurant, though. She knows some good food. Yeah,
she don't mess around.
And orders for everyone. All right, let's get to the CLO, the Chief Love Officer. This is from Mooney in Tampa. You ready, CLO?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm a 57-year-old married man, and I have a big problem with my wife's mouth. I can't do normal pillow talk with her because she gets on the phone and tells her best friend everything. She overheard me talking about my son-in-law being cheap, and she told my daughter. Now my daughter is upset with me and told me that her husband is doing the best he can. I feel bad, but my wife doesn't see why I'm bothered by it. How can I get her to see the consequences of running her mouth so much?
Why don't you quit having pillow talk with your wife?
There you go.
That was fast.
That'll do it.
Shut
your damn mouth.
Dog.
Yeah, you be
What
quiet.
you can't do is tell a woman to shut up. You can't do that. So what you got to do to fix that problem is you got to quit having pillow talk with your wife. Now, the sad part is you're supposed to be able to tell your partner anything.
That's right.
And so you've taken away a major element, this man just trying to confide with his wife, but she running and telling everything. You know, your daddy said you ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. Man, I'm telling you, man, that's like some crazy mess. You know, hey, man, because the stuff you say to your wife, you want it to be just between you and her.
Right.
I've said some stuff to Marjorie that the rest of the family just cannot hear. And she
Absolutely,
know that.
Steve.
Like, right after I say it, she'll go, you know you can't say that to nobody else, don't you? Oh, okay. All right. Because I was going to say it Thursday.
Oh, you're the one that she has to tell not to talk. Okay.
He was getting all your conversations together last night for Thursday.
Right.
Yeah,
All
she
right,
was just
Mooney.
telling me what I can't say. She don't tell nothing I say. So that's just quit telling her, man.
All right, so Camille in LaGrange, Georgia says, I just celebrated my 40th birthday, and my husband told me he'd give me a threesome as one of my gifts. I was overjoyed until I found out that it can't. That's what 40th birthday gift.
That's what they doing now?
I was overjoyed until I found out that it came with a stipulation, Camille says. If I had a threesome with another woman, I had to allow him to have a threesome with me, him, and another man. That caught me off guard, and I asked if he wanted to be with a man. He said that it's always been a fantasy of his to see me with another man. I don't want to sleep with another man, but I do still want a threesome. Is this something I should explore with him or just say no?
No, why don't y'all just go and do it? Because y'all crazy anyway. Yeah, just go and do all of it. Have this other man in the room. His fantasy. See another
All
man
these
do his
people,
wife.
man.
Oh, you stupid, man. Yeah, go and do it. Go and do it. Y'all do know y'all headed to divorce court?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do know
Oh, my
that.
God.
Because I
won't
want
be
with me,
celebrating
you, and
41
another
together.
man. Your biggest concern is when you and the other man is busy. That ain't your biggest concern.
What's her biggest concern? All right.
Give me
We're
a
moving
hint.
on. Just say
I'm just
no.
saying. That ain't your... No, just say no. She don't want to say no. She
I mean-
she
wants it.
thrilled.
Yeah, but she says, is this something I should explore with him or just say no?
What are you
She wants it,
exploring
yeah.
for? This is something
Right.
you want. You excited for your 40th. Y'all gonna do a threesome. Then
With
he
another
wants to bring
woman.
another man in too. You in for some more surprises.
Why is Robert here? What is Robert doing here?
But not Robert.
And him and Robert going to the game.
Right.
All right, Herschel in Chicago. We're moving on. I'm 67 years old and I'm divorced, and I've been single for 6 years. I've had my eye on a woman for the past year or so, and she has finally started flirting back with me. I plan to ask her out on a date, but I need your advice first. She's 8 years younger than I am, and I've had some issues with having sex with the diabetes medicine I'm on. Jay, it's been about 5 years since It's been about 5 years since I've had sex, and none of those special pills for men work on me. If me and this younger woman hit it off, she will want to have sex, but it is not possible. I want to tell her up front. What do you think? Wow, that's a good question.
No, dog, you don't. I'm just telling you, pimp, don't give up. Don't give up. All them pills don't work. They got other stuff. You need to go to the doctor, get yourself a pump.
Or another person to help you out.
You got to do something. I don't know what that. I ain't had sex in 5 years. Who ain't? Man.
He hasn't.
No.
He done done something. He done done something.
Well, he can't. No, Tommy. That's real, man. That's real for some guys. But they got something to help you, though, dog. If the pills don't work, they got something. You need to go get yourself a pump. Get yourself a ratchet set. You got to get something.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, a ratchet set, Shirley. Crank it out. Crank it. Do what you got to do.
What kind of doctor is it? A special
you might have to
doctor?
let somebody else handle that.
Well, I mean, you got to go to a urologist, and it can
Urologist,
start from there. You got to tell you right now, though. Got to go now. Well, I can't say that on there. I had to say that.
All right, coming up next, Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam with today's church complaints. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. And in entertainment news, the virtual 2020 Circle of Sisters Expo was a huge success. The American Music Awards, hosted by Taraji P. Henson, was last night. And did you see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion with the original Aunt Viv? We'll talk about all of these stories. Yes, Tommy,
that was
all of
great.
these stories.
Yes.
At the top of the hour. But right now, it is Monday. It is time to have some fun with church complaints. Reverend Motown, Deacon Def Jam, you're up.
Though we gather most audaciously, we propensitile or way to reciprocity of these complaints from our church congregation. We have with us the deacon, Def Jam, who registers all complaints on the particularness of the participants. Go ahead,
Wow.
deacon.
Pastor, you're going to have to talk to the ushers. Would you tell them to please quit wearing their uniform and sit down during the Zoom service? There's no ushering to be done. It makes no sense to be standing there in your uniform on the computer.
They are committed, and I'm not going to uncommit them because you don't want them standing. I think that's perfectly natural. They're in the spirit and acting out, they're carrying out their duties the way that God had intended for them to do.
If you say so.
We're going to do it all there and there. That's the problem we got when we pass that off around Trey. Too many people talking about they ain't see it.
Really?
Somebody need to act like it's real.
There's been a problem. Sister Frances Thigpen, she buried her husband this past Saturday. But during the funeral, she invited everyone to her wedding. That's this coming Saturday. The Thigpen family is very upset and don't want you to officiate this wedding that's happening this coming Saturday. I don't understand, Pastor. She buried her husband this past Saturday and getting married this coming Saturday. It makes no sense.
Well, she paid the $350 fee.
For you to officiate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, the Thigpen family don't want you to do this. So
Well, the Thigpen family
give her
don't have to come. I'm not in charge of wedding invitations. I'm in charge of the ceremony. And the $350 is what we gonna fulfill.
Okay, but you're hurting the Thigpen's family's feelings by doing this.
I'm not hurting nobody damn feelings. Sister Thigpen is hurting their feelings by announcing the wedding at the funeral. I thought that was a bit much myself when she heard it. Because I'm standing up there going, well, damn, I'm just doing the funeral and the wedding. Next thing, why don't you just tell us you're pregnant and we can have the christening too?
I can't stand him.
I know.
What's going on?
Why are we still in this church? Why?
What's going on? Because this
This
church
is a
worthy.
wonderful congregation.
Yes, it is.
Please.
All right, Pastor, we got a problem around here. It is Thanksgiving in a few days. The 2 live turkeys that we had for the church, we was going to cook and pass out dinners for the needy. The 2 turkeys, I don't know how they did, but they have flown way up into the trees and won't come down. So, do you want us to just serve with sides and no turkey? How do you want to do this?
I'm going to have the turkey come out the tree. I got a 22. We can get the turkey down out the tree. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Mm-hmm. They up in the tree.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to sell just sides and for the needy.
I'm not selling sides. I'm having turkey. I have a 22 rifle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to get the turkey down.
You going to shoot okay, get the turkey down. All right. That's up to you now.
One of them fat ass, I've been feeding him all year. I'll be damned if he ain't going to make it up here. Bought all this feed in here, this special organic feed so he can fat ass be right. Because, you know, I got high blood now, so I can't eat no. I got to eat organic.
Oh.
Been feeding him grass-fed, chicken feed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's another situation, Pastor. The side piece ministry. The side piece ministry won't be getting a Wednesday visit due to COVID. They are asking for a hug on Thursday since they will be eating alone. It's your call on if you want to pass these hugs out.
Absolutely, be passing out hugs to the side piece ministry. Yes, I will. Oh. Always.
I'm so leaving this church.
Always.
We've been trying for years, Carla. We got to get out.
There for you. I mean, where else can you hear such ministry?
Nowhere
Tell me
else.
another church that's reaching these many types of people.
There is no church. Other church.
We up in here worshiping.
All right, Pastor. Here we have Sister. No, that's not it. Sister Bernadine. That's who it was. You're gonna have to talk to her. She's calling, telling members that she has a cure for COVID-19. She's selling it for $49.99. She didn't mix some apple cider vinegar, some Pepto-Bismol, some cayenne pepper, some pine needles, and 2 drops of Clorox, and selling it for $49.99.
Right.
She already got 100 orders, but I'm afraid for the members to take this. So I need you to talk to her.
Well, just dealing with that on his own, I don't see a problem with it. You know, it might work, you know. Donald Trump
this will work?
Donald Trump did say if you drink disinfectant, I heard you mention Clorox in there.
It's 2 drops of Clorox, pine needles, cayenne pepper, Pepto-Bismol, apple cider vinegar.
Now, if you put Kanye in there, I don't know if it's going to help you getting it better.
I said cayenne, not
Cayenne!
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, when the hell did Kanye start making vaccines? That damn boy's involved in everything.
We got to go, Carla. We got to go.
Girl, Kanye and vaccinations.
I just thought he got involved, and, you know, he do everything. You know, he bought Kim Daddy back. After that, I just said, this boy on the road, right? He done bought Kim Daddy back, talking. Everything I saw, that damn near ran up out of there.
I'm out.
Oh, my
church.
I was going to call Kanye and see if he could bring back the old pastor of the church.
No, sir. Keep it moving.
See if he can bring him back, too.
Pastor, Sister Londa Leishalin, Londa Leishalin Dupree is changing her name this week to Laura Dupree, but Sister Laura Mason is upset about this change and wants you to talk to her and get her another name. So somebody need to talk to Sister Londa Leishalin.
Now, she can change her name to whatever she want to, because I have a fee for that, too. It's $750.
You got a fee for
that?
You got a fee for changing name?
It might not change your name legally, but that's what we're going to start calling you around this church for $750. Every time you come in here, you be whatever you want.
Well, I need you to talk to
Except for
Sister
that
Lauren
little
Mason.
Latino boy. I had to put him out.
Oh, what happened?
You talking about, what's his name?
His name was Jesus, but he told me it was pronounced Jesus.
Oh.
I told him, well, I won't be calling you Jesus.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, we want to say thank you to everyone who attended the 2020 Circle of Sisters Expo. It was virtual and it was an amazing event this year. 2 days of us coming together as one, celebrating women of color and sisterhood. Steve, Carla, and myself, Carla and I, made a virtual appearance. That was really fun, Carla. That was fun.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was the first time we'd ever did it virtually, but it turned out to be great. Circle of Sisters is a movement. So we want to say thank you to our home station, 107.5 WBLS. And we got to say see you next year. And hopefully next year it'll be in person, huh?
Yeah. Got a lot of comments. And Steve, you made a virtual appearance too. So it was all love from the Steve
Circle
Harvey
of Sisters
Morning.
show did.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
You sure
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Thank everybody for voting. It was all good. It was nice.
It was really good.
Nicely
Thank
done.
you, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. In other entertainment news, the American Music Awards were last night, hosted by Taraji P. Henson. It was a big night for Roddy Ricch and Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey, can I
Man,
say
she
something?
performed.
Yes,
She
Lord.
performed.
Can I say something? Taraji P.
What?
Henson was fly last night.
Yeah,
Oh,
she looked
yeah. She
good.
looked
She was
good.
fly.
She looked good.
Taraji
I
P.
loved her
Henson was
gown.
fly last night.
Yes, she was. Yes,
She
she
did an
was.
opening number, dancing gown to Raj.
Grown ass woman was not playing with a grown ass woman. This hats off to grown ass women.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Show
Take
the
'em off.
kids.
More performers included The Weeknd, Kenny G, Billie Eilish, Belle Biv DeVoe, and Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
Good show. I thought it was a great show. I really did. Yeah.
Jennifer
Entertaining.
Lopez
Hey,
looked good.
low.
Yeah.
Oh, what is she?
Anything.
Like 73? She looked damn good.
How old is she?
Said
73.
73.
Damn, she
Really,
looked good,
Jay?
man. I don't know how old she is, but she looked great.
She is gorgeous. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she looked great. And finally,
Jenny
other
from the block,
entertainment
baby.
news. She's always beautiful. The 30th annual reunion of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was
I missed
released.
that.
It was finally released on HBO Max. Everyone has been talking about the reunion of Will Smith and Janet Huber. Better known as the original Aunt Viv, of course. She starred in the role for the first 3 seasons before being replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid.
Is that the one that tripped? It was the second one, the one that was tripping. I'm just
No, that was the.
It's
that
all-
was-
yeah.
And
It was
when
the
you
first
hear
one.
her side, you
Side,
hear
side.
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
It's all relative, yeah.
okay.
yeah.
I'm just asking. though. I ain't picking sides. I don't know nothing about it. I know
But
one
yeah,
of them
she
was
told-
tripping.
the first
She told Will that being labeled difficult hurt her career. Take a listen to this.
You know, words can kill. I lost everything. Reputation, everything. And I understand you were able to move forward, but you know those words, calling a black woman difficult in Hollywood is the kiss of death. It's the kiss of death, and it's hard enough being a dark-skinned black woman in this business.
Wow.
Oh, she said that at the reunion?
She was talking to
I
Will.
mean, she and Will had a
Talking to Will,
one-on-one,
huh?
yeah. Because he was 21 at the time, you know, when the show first premiered and everything, and he admitted that he wasn't sensitive to her needs at the time.
Yeah, she was going through
Go
a
ahead, Jay.
difficult
Will,
marriage.
he done heard a
Yeah.
lot of stuff this year. Will Smith has heard a lot.
No, what I'm saying is, Will need to quit doing like interviews at tables
He had the
behind
same
mics.
entanglement face.
Yes.
Will need to stop listening to people. I wouldn't listen to a
Same
damn
video for Will.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. Yes, this is Andrew with the news. Let's get to it. More bad news for the Trump administration's legal effort to try and negate the results of the election. A federal judge has dismissed a Trump lawsuit in Pennsylvania aimed at invalidating millions of votes. The judge even scolded Rudy Giuliani and Trump's other campaign lawyers for not presenting any facts to back up their arguments. Both Pennsylvania and Michigan scheduled to certify their vote count sometime today. Meanwhile, though more and more Republicans are urging Donald Trump to bow out gracefully for the good of the party, a group of former Homeland Security officials feel that way. Elizabeth Newman is a former Assistant Secretary for Counterterrorism.
Now's the time to come out, rationally explain that he has lost, and it's okay to be upset about that, but violence is not the answer.
Newman tells ABC that she's afraid that Trump supporters could turn violent if Republican leaders don't speak out, and there have been some threats to that end, actually. One person, by the way, voted out of office Election Day, didn't cover this, was that Georgia district attorney who initially oversaw the case of the black jogger Ahmaud Arbery and who's under investigation for seeming to avoid charging Mr. Arbery's alleged killers. DA Jackie Johnson, who was white, was turned out of office by the voters and by a sizable margin of 66 to only 34%. Not exactly. LeBron James is what I want to talk about. LeBron James does so much for the community, and now it's time for us to do something for him. King James says somebody he considers family was murdered this past weekend in his hometown of Akron, Ohio. He says the killer or killers are still out there. His best friend's sister was found shot to death in her bedroom on Monday. LeBron tweets that, quote, "My city, I need y'all to go to work and find out who did this awful, shameful, disgusting thing to such a caring, loving angel. Justice for Erica Weems." Okay, that's for King James, LeBron James, someone in his family found shot to death in his hometown of Akron, Ohio, and he's asking the public to help out. Shocking news. Looks like there'll be no legal reckoning in the Tamir Rice case, at least not right now. Apparently under William Barr, the man President Trump has picked to run the Justice Department. Apparently they said they let the case just drop. They haven't had a determination about who should pay for the shooting, death of the 12-year-old black child, and who shouldn't. Just left it like that. Maybe that'll change with incoming President-elect Biden. Finally, baby Nancy, the first Afrocentric doll with an afro, has been inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame along with Sidewalk Chalk and Jenga.
Jenga from Irwin. Great game with a strange name. Once you touch it, you can't keep your hands off it.
No, I was breaking and falling. It always messes up with me. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, introduce J. Anthony Brown, please. Right now, it's his time.
Well, folks, I'm just going to have to tell you, he's just a throwback he's a relic. It's what he is. Old school. Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
Relic.
Okay, let's get this over with. I sing Christmas songs totally different from the songs that you listen to. The songs I sing ain't like what you hear. There's no joy in my Christmas songs, okay? None at all. Here we go. Here we go. Please be gone by Christmas.
Is this a cappella?
This I ask of you.
Louder, Jay.
Oh, I don't care where you go, 'cause I don't want to know. Oh, please be gone by Christmas. This I ask of thee. If you're not gone by Christmas, damn it, be gone by Christmas Eve. Please be gone by Christmas.
Because you hate company.
This I ask of you.
He's still going.
Say, boy.
I don't care where you go, 'cause I don't want
to tip him.
to know.
He hates company.
Take it home, Jay. Take it home. Please be gone by Christmas.
Play it.
This I ask of thee.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Please be gone by Christmas. Damn it. Least by New Year's Eve. All right, that's it. We out. We love you. We love you.
Yeah.
Enjoy your dinners. Enjoy your dinners.
Yeah.
We're here all week. We're here
Kill
all
it,
week.
boy.
We're here all week.
I love that he
I'm
had
singing.
his own bells, though.
Yes.
I'm singing to somebody, Stevie, out there in Radio Land is listening and yes, Jay, sing it. You're
Jay,
singing
why do you hate
directly to
company
me.
so much?
Because I know this. Everybody is not happy with everybody. That's all I know. Everybody is not happy with it. There's some unhappy people out there. That song's for you. I'm out.
Okay.
Please be gone by
man.
Christmas. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Jay. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll continue in that good news vein. Tell me something good is coming up. Good news. The Steve Harvey Morning Show turkey giveaway. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Tell Me Something Good News. Here's some great news. The Steve Harvey Morning Show annual turkey giveaway is underway. The giving started last week and will continue today and tomorrow. We here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, now more than ever, we know how important it is to give back. We just do, right, Steve?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, this is something that we do every year. We're committed to it. And look, it's been an especially trying year, so we're gonna do what we can. Yeah. You know, it's not gonna fulfill all needs. It's just a little help to some people that could be in need. That's what we try to do every year.
That's right. We're giving away gift cards to some of our listeners all over the country to try and help out those in need, of course, this Thanksgiving.
And we had to do that because of COVID, because normally we do a big turkey giveaway.
Yeah.
But because of COVID, you know, you can't handle food. Hand it to people, you know, delivery trucks, exposure. So COVID changes everything, man.
Yeah, contactless,
yes, it does.
But it doesn't stop the giving. So we did it a different way.
That's right. That's right. All of us here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show are blessed to be a blessing. And thank you so much. We appreciate it. And happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Seriously, yes.
Thanksgiving.
We're going to switch gears now here, guys. Time to have some fun. We got to ask you, is there a member, Junior, your family comes to mind, but is there one member of your family that, because I love his family, that's guilty? Is there one member of your family that's guilty of just always being a problem, just being a mess at Thanksgiving? And what have they done that's so
about
bad?
10 of them. Pick one.
Not 10.
Yeah. Curtis, Martin gonna be there. Mark. David, Uncle Jay, Uncle Red. It's gonna be some people there. Gonna be some problems.
Okay, so
that's why I say, Shirley, when you come to our Thanksgiving, get in your clique. Don't go over in somebody else's clique.
You said that
Just
last
get in
week,
your clique and stay with your people. Because I'm telling you, you go over there, it's gonna
They
be a problem.
don't mingle with each other?
I didn't know families had cliques like that, though.
Tommy, the prisoners hang with the prisoners. They got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Wait, what?
You can't be free. Ain't never been to prison and talk what they talk about over there. The prisoners hang with the prisoners.
They clicked up.
Yeah.
So everybody that's been locked up, they all
together. Okay. They over there on the card table, domino table. You know, they over there looking
So
with mirrors around
you can't
corners.
get in
you
a
know,
locked-up conversation if you
you have no idea what they talking about.
Yeah,
you have no idea what they talking about. You don't know nothing about going to bed at 9, lights out. You don't have nothing. You don't know nothing about that.
Come on, boy.
You don't know. Why would you be over there?
Yeah.
You don't know how they got the cell phone in the whole. You don't know how they get them in.
Yeah.
So you can't contribute to the conversation.
You can't put nothing in.
You talking about, boy? You don't know you.
Yeah. You don't know nothing about unscrewing no light bulb, crushing it in a whole tile, and what you doing with the. You don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
That's how
What
the
they
guard
doing
coming.
with the pieces of that? What is that?
They put it out in the hallway. That's how they hear the guard coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you don't know nothing about this.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be in that clique. I wouldn't be in that clique, yeah.
You ain't never hid a shank in you.
You ain't never did that. Come on, let them know. You don't have no business over there in that conversation. What do you know about how to press your pants in prison? You don't know nothing about putting your pants in between the mattress. You don't know nothing about that and lay on it to get a crease. Why would you be talking?
Jay? You don't know how to make top ramen in the commode. You don't know how to do that.
You have no idea.
Don't even go over there.
That ain't for you.
That is not for you.
That's where you way out your league. What you doing over there?
Junior, I love your family
Go
so
over there
much.
and talk with the people you can relate to about rent and cars and mortgage payments and somebody going to school. Your ass had no business over in this corner. And you know where they congregate at? They always congregate in low light. They don't never be in the open.
Yeah.
Every time they get together, their ass is in a corner where it's low lit.
Shouldn't have been here. And you over here trying to talk to us. Ain't got one recipe to make hooch.
One.
You ain't never had fermented fruit in your damn life. What you over here for?
Man.
Do they bring anything to the dinner, Junior?
No.
Hell no. They take all the scraps and make something with it.
That's it.
All right. We're moving on. Thank you for that, Junior. Coming up next, prank phone call with the nephew. This ignorant show. Ain't nobody else got this.
Nobody.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, coming up at the top of the hour, about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, how should I approach the pastor's wife? Wait till you hear this letter. How should I approach the pastor's wife? We'll get into it. But right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Catering mistake. Mistake.
Not during Thanksgiving. Come on now.
Yes. Let's roll.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Tammy, please.
This is she.
Hey, Tammy, this is Dexter over here at catering. We catered your Aunt Bridget's
yeah, that's
birthday.
right. That's right. How you doing, Dexter? It's good to hear from you.
Okay, good. I'm going through the paperwork here, and I know we have an invoice for you all. I wanted to reach out to you. This is not a bad time, is it?
No, this is a good time.
Okay. So, first of all, did everybody enjoy everything that we put out for you guys?
Yeah, we had a good old time. My Auntie Bridget, she was so happy. There was no better way to bring in her 60th birthday party. We had a great time. The food was delicious. We are so grateful. So thank you so much. You and your team did a bomb job.
Okay, good deal. I was here when they loaded up the van and everything, and I wanted to follow back up. But listen, I'm looking at the paperwork, and we had a little mishap, and I wanted to let you know that we're not going to charge you guys for the chicken because they made a mistake and they put the wrong pan on the van, and I noticed that the chicken was actually still here, so. We want to take that off, and that won't be on the invoice. So I'm taking all the entire cost of the chicken will be completely taken out. Okay.
Real quick, let's back up a bit because we had a lot of people at the party. We definitely had chicken. We had smothered chicken.
Yeah, I know you ordered smothered chicken, but like I said, the guy put the wrong pan on the van. You know, and actually the smothered chicken was actually still here. Here at the shop. So, like I said, we made a mistake. I'm gonna take it off, and that'll probably knock a couple $100 off of you all's price.
Hold on, Dexter. So what are you saying? So what were we eating if it wasn't smothered chicken? What was it?
Well, Miss Tammy, like I say, I got on this kid for making this mistake. I got on him real bad about it, but putting the wrong pan on there. But like I say, what you guys had that was a chicken.
What was it, though? That's what I'm asking you. What was it?
Actually what he put on there by mistake, Miss Tammy. That was rabbit.
What? You can't be serious right now. Are you out of your rabbit mind? Are you serious? You're calling me to tell me that your team put the wrong tray on the truck and then served it to my family? And you're trying to call me about $200? Are you serious? You owe us more than that. You owe me more than that. You don't know who the is allergic to that and you're calling me about $200? Are you out of your mind?
Well, I wanted to credit you all that. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't gonna be no credit. It ain't gonna be no credit. It ain't no credit. You mean credit? Bridget could have died. My auntie could have died. Lucia. We got kids in there. You don't know our dietary needs. Are you crazy?
Well, I mean, but you say you liked it, though.
It don't matter if I liked it. I can call out tonight, stupid.
Oh,
I'm getting
okay.
a attorney. I'm done with this. This is stupid. And who the want to eat Bugs Bunny? Does that right to you? Huh? Are you stupid? I'm so annoyed right now. Seriously. So we ain't no woods people. We ain't no country people. What's wrong with you?
Okay, but y'all liked it though, right?
No, but you gonna like my foot up your though. That's what you gonna like. I'm gonna be there later because your is stupid. Your is stupid. My foot gonna be up your and your gonna be hopping around like a rabbit. The rabbit that you served me.
Okay, let me ask you this here now. Miss Ava is your mama, right?
What the my mama got to do with this rabbit? What she got to do with this?
Okay. See, your mama got me to call you. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Baby, tell me, your mama Miss Ava got me to pray for you.
I am so sorry. Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Chicken in. Good morning. This is crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all are gonna get it. This is crazy.
Oh man. All right, Tammy, tell me this, baby. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You all right, baby?
Gosh. Yes. I'm just so glad I didn't have rabbit. I'm so glad.
Come on.
But you liked it, though.
Yeah, we
play too much.
Yeah.
You liked it, though. Wasn't nothing wrong with the rabbit, all right?
But what was it, though? What you said it wasn't chicken, but what was it? That's what I keep asking you. What was it? Yeah. Right. They always say rabbit tastes just like chicken, so.
It does. It really does.
Oh,
Never had it. Never had it. To my
You ain't had rabbit, Shirley?
No, or frog legs or any of that other stuff.
Just had frog legs in Memphis this weekend at Mahogany, Memphis, and I'm telling you, they was the bomb.
Okay. What they taste
Everything
like?
in Mahogany, well, you know, they say it tastes like chicken, but really, it depends on how you make it.
Tastes like
They fried them, you know, and two people that had never eaten it, and we convinced them to eat, and they loved them. Mahogany, Memphis, that joint up there in Memphis is nice, man. Where they had crab fingers, claws, a little crab claws, little mini ones,
crab fingers,
in a Creole sauce that was out of sight.
Sauteed like with a sauce.
They had some damn bread putting at the end of it, girl.
That's some good eating up there.
You had a meal sound like, partner.
Dog, no, we had oxtail. I had fried snapper. I had
why you have to say it like that? Snapper.
Shrimp and grits.
Snapper.
Just up in that Mahogany, Memphis, boy. I got to go back.
And it's black owned, you said, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Support black business, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
That's what's up.
Delicious. All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm going to Waco this Friday, Waco, Texas, the Hippodrome. The nephew is coming to town, nephew Tommy and friends. 2 shows, social distance. We got it spread all the way out. That's the reason why it's 2 shows. You buying your tickets. I appreciate it. The nephew is coming to town. Nephew Tommy and friends at the Hippodrome, Black Friday, Waco, Texas. Woo!
Okay.
All right, dog.
That's
all right.
Right
after the turkey. Right after the dressing, right after the yams, right after the greens, right after all of that.
Right after your nap. Wake up and come to the show.
You're going to need a nap after all of that.
A lot.
Yeah, you're going to need a nap after all that.
2 or 3
You know,
naps.
I don't make those big plates no more. I slowed down on them. I used to have my plate loaded to the top.
Yeah. You got a TV show now. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh. Shout out to Ready to Love. That's my show,
I know, right? That's a great show. It is.
The Last Resort.
Boy.
Just out there, just showing out. Showing
Man, they out there showing out.
Yeah,
Somebody jumped in the pool the other day, skinny dipped in the pool. Did you see that part?
Yes, of course.
And
She
what
lost
happened? They skinny dipped. Go ahead. Tell the rest.
Yeah, jumped in there. Pops off and everything. I said,
They get it in and ready to love.
Yeah, Tony, where you be with all this jumping off? Where you be?
He's over there with his. Do it.
Be over there with his old ass looking. Behind the wall, dirty ass old man.
With some binoculars.
Host the show.
All right. Up next, Strawberry Letter subject: how should I approach the pastor's wife? We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the countdown is on for the Georgia Senate runoff dates. Request your absentee ballot right now. You can do it now. December 7th is voter registration deadline. December 14th through the 31st is early voting. And you know how we do it on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We get our voting in early, okay? Early. January 5th, 2021, of course, is Election Day. So all we need to say is, come on, Georgia, please, let's go. We need to vote for Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff for Senate, okay? We need them in Washington to support Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Yes, come on. We can do it. You're right, Jay. We can.
Yep.
We're going to do it. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. It's already done. How about that? How about that one?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Get out to the polls, please. Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
The subject: how should I approach the pastor's wife? All right, dear Steve and Shirley, I've been in an entanglement with this pastor that I met 8 months ago. My office shared a parking lot with his church, and he always greeted me with, "Hello, brown sugar." I eventually told him my name because he's married, and I did not want to appear to be flirting with a married man and a man of God. I didn't entertain him at first, but then he found me on social media and he started inboxing me, telling me how lovely I am and how good I smell when I pass by him. I told him about himself and he apologized for making me uncomfortable, but he said he still wanted to keep in touch if it was okay. I told him it was fine, even though I knew a married man should not be inboxing me at all. We kept on sending messages to each other, and eventually he started calling me. He's 23 years my senior, and his wisdom and worldly knowledge had me hooked. So we started sneaking out on dates on the other side of town. Now we meet up for sex a lot, and it's so good to be with an older man that knows how to please me. Listen to this line very carefully. We've grown into a very deep relationship, and he strengthened my prayer life. I've tried to leave him, and he tells me that he might be the man of God. He might be the man God sent to me, and I shouldn't question God. It's very confusing. And now he's paying most of my bills. It's harder to walk away from him. I can't help but think of his wife, so I've been praying about leaving her husband for good and confessing my sin to her. How do you think I should approach the pastor's wife? Okay, please don't do that. Please. I mean, you're obviously a young woman. You say he's 23 years your singer, but please do not tell wifey. Don't do that. Excuse me, the first lady. She's going to be devastated, and it will probably go not the way you think it's going to go. Please don't do that. She doesn't want to find this out from you. We're all adults here. You know right from wrong. There's so much wrong with this letter that I hardly know where to begin, but I'll start at the crazy place. For me, this was just crazy to me, which is, and I quote, "We've grown into a very deep relationship and he strengthened my prayer life." How does that sound to you? I mean,
sound like all right, going on.
Yeah, I mean, needless to say, it's always good to strengthen your prayer life, but with the married pastor you're sleeping with, I don't think so. Do you honestly think God is pleased with this, or he's going to be pleased with this? I mean, this man, again, is 23 years your senior, so he tells you things like, like he might be the man God sent to you and all of that. And yes, that's confusing because he is a man of God. So no, don't let it confuse you. Please don't let him play you like that. This isn't right. If you're going to pray about anything, please continue praying about leaving him and then leave him. And think about getting your life together without this pastor who you shouldn't be sleeping with and who most definitely shouldn't be sleeping with you. Entanglement. Get unentangled with this guy. All right, Steve?
Where do these letters come from?
From people, our listeners.
How should I approach the pastor's wife? What? 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 You finna approach her and say what? I've been in an entanglement with this pastor that I met 8 months ago. Here's another question.
Yeah.
This term that everybody uses now, entanglement.
Entanglement, yeah.
Listen to me, y'all. Stop trying to give cute names to ugly-ass situations.
One more time.
Stop trying to give these cute names to ugly-ass situations. You're having an affair with a pastor that's married. That ain't an entanglement.
No.
That's an affair, adultery. It's a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not an entanglement. Anybody got you twisted up? All this is volunteer. Hey, every time he see you, hey, brown sugar. Now, you ain't supposed to be getting hit on by no married man, and you ain't want to be flirting with a married man. Y'all share the same parking lot. What? Y'all share the parking lot. That's how it got started?
Yeah. That's how it
You ain't entertained him at first, then he find you on social media, started inboxing me. Tell him how lovely I am, good I smell when I pass by him. Yeah, he got you now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back, straighten it out, got some news for you.
All right, Steve, part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after. How should I approach the pastor's wife? We'll get back into it when we come back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letters subject. How should I approach the pastor's wife?
This woman is dating this married man who happens to be a pastor. She's telling us how they met. The church shares a parking lot with their office. And every time he passed by, he say, hello, brown sugar. And she thought that since a married man shouldn't be hitting on her, she would ignore it at first. And then he found her on social media and started DMing her. Now, she says that she's been in this entanglement with this man for 8 months. This is the new term that they've come up with. It's real. It sounds, interesting. It's an entanglement. Y'all have an affair and somebody going to hell. That's what this is. Why don't we just say that right there?
Amen.
Okay. Let's go.
Just keep it 100, Steve. Let's go.
Yeah. Y'all have an affair and somebody going to hell. Okay, cool. Okay, now, let's go. I didn't entertain him at first, and he found you on social media, started inboxing, telling you how lovely you were and how you smell when you pass by. I told him about himself, and he apologized for making me feel uncomfortable. But he still said he still wanted to keep in touch if it was okay. I told him it was fine. Even though she said she knew a married man should not be inboxing me at all. And they kept on sending messages to each other, and eventually he started calling. They 23 years older than this lady, and his wisdom and worldly knowledge got me hooked. That wisdom and worldly knowledge, that's called game, lady. That's called game.
Yes, it is.
That ain't wisdom and worldly knowledge. That's called game. The older you get, the more of it you acquire. It's called game.
Game.
So y'all started sneaking out on dates on the other side of town. Your body's here with me.
Dang it.
But my mind is on the other side of town. Oh, messing me around. One more time. Your body's here. I said, my body's here with you. but my mind is on the other side of town. Whoa, messing you around. All right, so y'all started sneaking out on the other side of town. Now we meet up for sex a lot. A lot. It's so good to be with an older man that knows how to please me. Yeah, I keep telling y'all, the older you get, you're going to gain some knowledge, experience, game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You got to have stuff to match your game. All right, they got it. Here we go again. Now we've grown into a very deep relationship, and he's strengthened my prayer life. Let me ask you something. How has this strengthened your prayer life? Help me. Is it because now you're in a situation you ain't got no, you talking to God more than you ever have before? Because you done got yourself into a situation you don't know how to handle? How? Well, I understand. Sometimes it takes people to go to prison to find God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So maybe this for you has strengthened your prayer life. Okay, well, let's just take a look at that. Let's see how this goes. I've tried to leave him. He tells me that he go the other line, that he might be the man God sent to me, and I shouldn't question God. Let me ask you something. So, what? He was sent by God to do what? I'm just asking you. He was sent by God to do what? Yeah, that don't make no sense. I've tried to leave him. He tells me that he might be, keyword might, be the man that God sent to me, and I shouldn't question God. Lord. What? Yeah. It's very confusing. Mm-hmm. And so now he's paying most of my bills. Oh, okay. So now you kept. Oh, okay. So now he paying most of your bills. That's probably with church money.
Not the offering.
Yeah.
You going in.
Yeah. It's got to come from somewhere. You know, I can't help but think his wife. I think of his wife. So I've been praying about leaving her husband for good and confessing my sins to her. See, you need to go to church because God's voice has no sin in it. So God ain't sent nobody in sin on your behalf. And then next things right now, when you confess your sins to her, she ain't God. What is you confessing your sins to her for? And how do you think I should approach the pastor's wife? Very gently, because pastors' wives whoop people's ass too.
One more time.
Pastors' wives whoop people's ass too.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't mess around and get your ass whooped. End of my letter.
Please don't. Mm-hmm. I know, Steve. I mean, really, that's all you can tell her. Don't do that. She's young, but yeah, you got to grow up fast. You're doing grown people things right here, so you got to know what grown folks do, and that's nothing they would do. Just leave him, all right?
Man, it doesn't make any sense. Lady, what are you doing? You've known it was wrong from the get-go.
Yeah. All right, we got to go, Steve. Thank you. Coming up next, Sports Talk with Junior at 46 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here's Junior with Sports Talk. Junior, what you got?
Week 11 in the NFL. There was some good games on yesterday. First of all, let's say this. We hadn't said this in a while. How about them Cowboys? They finally got a win. They ain't won in 4 weeks. Go ahead, Dallas. Go. It's going to be nice today in Dallas. They happy, so happy. They beat the Vikings 31-28. Also, man, upset the Colts. Shocked everybody and beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers 34-31. Nobody saw that. That was crazy, man. It was a good game, though. Also, I got to say, shout out to the Houston Texans for getting a win. Way to go, home team.
Yeah,
way to go, home. We need that. Now we're 3-7.
Man, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Y'all needed that. Woo.
Yeah.
Man, thank you, Jesus.
We did. We really
y'all
needed
can
that.
always check with me because I can teach you how to handle losing.
We probably going to be back there next week. I promise you we going to
y'all
be there.
3-7 now?
Yeah, 3-7.
Damn, I think we 7-3.
Yes, the Browns are 7-3. Yes, that's correct. Yes, y'all are. That's why he did that.
So
time.
y'all reversed it.
Yeah.
Well, I had throw it in your face. I've asked the Lord to take away that spirit of me
with that mess.
of rubbing it in people's face and smearing it all around their mouth. But I found out, like I said last week, the Lord, sometimes when you ask God for something, the answer is no. And he told me I'm not going to remove that spirit from you. So it's still here.
You just
so
going to do it.
I got to keep doing it until the Lord take it off of me. I'm
obedient, Steve.
Man, I've got to do his will.
24-9, Saints over the Falcons. I can't believe this fool, man. He gonna keep doing it every week. The Steelers whooped the Jaguars 27-3, and also, man, here's something that's really nice to know: that tonight's game, the Monday Night Football game between the Rams and the Buccaneers, will feature the first ever all-black officiating crew.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is gonna be major right there. That's big.
Yeah.
That's diversity.
That is very big. I mean,
it took them long enough, but okay.
They show had a lot of all white ones. That's for damn sure.
That's right. And nobody said anything.
And also, congratulations to Dez Bryant, because he caught his first pass in an NFL game since 2017.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Dez. Welcome back.
Dez Bryant back, man. Baltimore.
He got signed to the practice squad, but that boy went out there.
Yeah. Man. Actually, no, he got his first pass, but they took a loss though to the Titans. They did.
Well,
in overtime, it was a good game though.
Yeah, well, somebody got to lose.
Somebody got to lose. Just it can't be us every week.
Wasn't the Browns won again, man?
Browns won again. How many is that in a row?
Ooh.
What you?
I don't even know. Ooh, God, we just winning.
4 or 5?
We winning. We just winning so much, man. I can't keep up with this here. I'm so used to losing.
Stupid.
I can barely keep up, but I know y'all ain't having no trouble keeping up because y'all ain't won but 3 times.
That's
gonna be all right.
He won but 3 times, man. But
we're gonna be all right.
Y'all gonna be all right when? Not this year.
What y'all finna do? Y'all going to the
All
Super Bowl?
right, we gotta go.
We're going.
I bet the Browns be in the playoff, and I bet you the Texans don't.
We'll be back right after
unless y'all get
this.
in the same division with the Cowboys.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. So listen, if you want to end a relationship, here's the question. Do you wait until after the holidays, or do you get out before having to hang out with your family? So Thanksgiving might be more high stakes at the time of COVID, but it's probably the safest holiday to break up close to. So here is the question. Between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, is there any good time to split up? Yeah. Why am I looking at you, Tommy? You know why.
Well, you're supposed to start breaking up around Halloween.
Yeah, but we're the week of right now, though, Thanksgiving, so now.
Yeah. Well, then you might want to break up today.
This morning.
Today. If I was you, I'd break up today and ride that all the way to like mid-January. But this is the day to do it. This is the day, and you can just come up with a cold argument. Just start it. Anything. It don't matter what it is. Anything. Who the hell put water in the toilet? How did water get in my toilet? I just want. You know what I'm saying?
One more time. Just who?
See,
what?
I think.
Who the hell put water in the toilet? That's all I want to know.
That's an argument.
And
That's
COVID has
find
been a
an
blessing.
argument. Find one.
COVID has definitely been a blessing. It's a blessing.
Why you say that,
It's
Jay?
a blessing. Because you ain't got to see the person. You could just Zoom their ass. You ain't got to be in the same room to break up. You know, you ain't got to worry about no altercations and them going crazy and hitting you and stuff. You Zoom.
Hitting you?
And then when it get the way you don't want it, you just zoom out. You zoom out. You got to
lead meeting.
Yeah, who's gonna stay there and you know and just take all of that? You take
all that
a
abuse,
little
that
bit.
verbal abuse.
Yeah. I'm zooming out.
I'm a proponent of breaking up around Thanksgiving. I think that's the ideal time because normally if you don't like her, Thanksgiving is the best time to break up because if you don't like her, she probably just like her family. So, you know, I'm pretty sure ain't no need to sit around all these ugly ass people's house eating, you know.
But Steve,
badass people usually have badass food.
Can I say something? Why wait till Thanksgiving? Because if you wait till Thanksgiving, you're giving people hope.
That's why I said start
Don't
at
go that
Halloween.
long with hope. No one, you don't need to give them hope that long, Steve.
Yeah,
So
but
I
see,
like, I like Halloween.
But see, sometimes it don't happen that way. And I'm just saying, as each holiday approaches, you got to have a plan, because maybe nothing was wrong with Halloween. You know, maybe she busted you November 10th. You know, you ain't going to be able to fix that by Thanksgiving. If she busted you on November 10th, now if she busted you like December 5th, you got to get out now. Before you mess around and start going shopping, be all up in there at that table at Macy's, looking at all that stuff on that middle aisle with the 2-for-1 and all this here. You know, you ain't got to go through that. But you definitely got to break up before New Year's Eve get here, because you can't go into the new year with her ass.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
That's
Or his ass. Or his ass. Not only
it could be him too.
So can you start an argument maybe over politics?
No. There's no starting an argument. You don't need no starting no argument.
Yeah, you can do that too, though, Carl. You can tell her, you know, you acting just like Trump, and that's why I can't fool with you.
She won't leave. She won't leave.
Denial. Even just accuse her, just accuse her of voting for Trump. Then leave.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think
or no matter what she does, no matter what he or she does, you go, that's it. That's it right there. It's over with. And keep them guessing about what it is they did. Yeah.
What the hell you mean?
Damn it, that's it.
Can you pass me the remote? I'd like to change the channel.
I know you ain't finna turn into Atlanta Housewives. I know that's not what you finna do.
That's
what
argument?
you finna do. That's what you finna do.
Wow.
I'm out. I'm out.
But Tommy, you're known for breaking up before the holidays, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and some trending stories coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tell me something good news. An extremely important world figure is immune to the coronavirus. Any guesses on who that might be?
Say what now, Shirley?
An extremely important world figure, keywords, world figure, is immune to the coronavirus.
Oh, that's me. That's me. I've been immune to it. I can't catch it because I ate chitlins for 38 years. So, I'm immune to it. Yeah, I can't get it.
You and Santa Claus. Yeah.
He can't catch the road.
Santa Claus?
Dr. Anthony Fauci said that St. Nick is exempt from this because Santa, of all the good qualities, has a lot of good innate immunity. He adds that it's good news, not just because he'll be able to visit all the good little kids on Christmas Eve, but because Santa is not going to be spreading any infections to anyone. Obviously, kids around the world have been concerned. Nonetheless, children, you will still want to stay in your beds and not try to get a closer look at Santa when he does visit, okay?
Sure, I'll tell you what Santa better do, though. He better have that damn mask on when he slide his fat ass down that chimney.
I saw one today with the mask on, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And because of COVID this year, Santa, there won't be no cookies left out or the milk. Don't put your mouth on the glass.
Don't come in here and touch nothing.
Somebody gonna give it to Santa.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Tell Me Something Good News. Here's some great news. The Steve Harvey Morning Show annual turkey giveaway is underway. The giving started last week and will continue today and tomorrow. We here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, now more than ever, we know how important it is to give back. We just do, right, Steve?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, this is something that we do every year. We're committed to it. And look, it's been an especially trying year, so we're going to do what we can. It's just a little help to some people that could be in need. That's what we try to do every year.
That's right. We're giving away gift cards to some of our listeners all over the country to try and help out those in need, of course, this Thanksgiving.
And we had to do that because of COVID, because normally we do a big turkey giveaway.
Yeah.
But because of COVID, you can't handle food. So COVID changes everything, man.
Yeah, contactless,
Yes, it does.
but it doesn't stop the giving. So we did it
Yeah.
a different way.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to switch gears now here, guys. Time to have some fun. Is there one member of your family that's guilty? Is there one member of your family that's guilty of just always being a problem, just being a mess at Thanksgiving? And what have they done that's so
about
bad?
10 of them. Pick one.
Not 10.
Yeah. Curtis, Martin gonna be there. Mark, David, Uncle Jay, Uncle Red. It's gonna be some people there. Gonna be some problems.
Okay, so what,
That's
Uncle
why I say,
Red?
Shirley, when you come to our Thanksgiving, get in your clique. Don't go over in somebody else's clique.
You said that
Just
last
get in
week,
your
yeah.
clique and stay with your people. Because I'm telling you, go over there, it's going to
They
be a
don't
problem.
mingle with each other?
I didn't know families had cliques like that, though.
Time. The prisoners hang with the prisoners. They got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Wait, what?
You can't be free. Ain't never been to prison and talk what they talking about over there. The prisoners hang with the prisoners.
They clicked up.
Yeah.
So everybody that's been locked up, they all
together.
Okay.
They over there on the card table, domino table. They over there looking with mirrors around
you can't
corners.
get in a locked-up conversation if you.
Yeah, you have no idea what they talking about. Yeah, you have no idea what they talking about. You don't know nothing about going to bed at 9, lights out. You don't have nothing. You don't know nothing about that.
Come on, boy.
You don't know. Why would you be over there?
Yeah.
You don't know how they got the cell phone in the whole. You don't know how they get them in.
Yeah.
Why would
You
be
can't
over there?
contribute to the conversation.
You can't put nothing in.
What you talking about, boy? You don't know you.
Yeah. You don't know nothing about unscrewing no light bulb, crushing it in a whole tile, and what you doing with the. You don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
That's how
What they
guard
doing
coming.
with the pieces of that? What is that?
They put it out in the hallway. That's how they hear the guard coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dog, you don't know nothing about this.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be in that clique. I wouldn't be in that clique, yeah.
Yeah. You ain't never hid a shank in you.
You ain't never did that. Come on, let them know. You don't have no business over there in that conversation.
All right, guys, coming up, it is our last break of the day.
It is the last break of the damn day, baby.
What? And we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time for Steve's closing remarks, but of course, before we get to that, we got to remind Georgia that the countdown is on for the Senate runoff dates, the Georgia Senate runoff dates.
Come on,
Please
Georgia.
request your absentee ballot now if you haven't already. Don't forget that December 7th is the deadline for voter registration. If you have not registered yet, please do so by December 7th. December 14th through the 31st is early voting. And we do what on the Steve Harvey Morning Show? We vote early. Yes, we do. And then January 5th, 2021 is Election Day. So please, we want you to vote for Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, okay? We need to send them to Washington.
Yes.
Please.
And the reason we need to do this, you all, is very, very simple. This president, after spewing lie after lie after lie, and I don't know how these followers have just discredited the truth to the point where it doesn't matter. They just allow him to get away with it. But what he's been doing of late, since he lost the election, having the Michigan GOP election officials come to the White House to talk to him. He wants to talk to him to see if he can find something. They've told him there is nothing. So now he's trying to demand another recount in the state of Georgia. And he just keeps trying to find something he can hang his hat on. And what he's doing desperately, and everybody's starting to say it, he's trying to discredit the black vote. Donald Trump now, the one who's the most least racist person you've ever met, Donald Trump, the one who says he's done more for African Americans than any president since Abraham Lincoln, this guy right here, this is the one I'm talking to you about. He now wants to discredit the black vote. that he wasn't counting on doing what the black vote did to him this election. They did not know the movement of Stacey Abrams and how she has been working for years behind the scene registering voters. Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell said they find it difficult to believe that more people voted for Joe Biden than Barack Obama. What they were saying in code was, because it came down to Milwaukee in Wisconsin, Detroit in Michigan, Atlanta area in Georgia, and Philadelphia area in Philly, what he was saying was he couldn't believe that more black people turned out and voted for Joe Biden than voted for President Obama. Here's what they don't know, is that more of us are registered to vote now than were registered to vote when President Obama took office over 12 years ago. It's just more of us registered. And I'll tell you something else about black people that you don't know. We turned out for President Obama because we wanted to see a change. We turned out for President Obama because we knew it would make history. We wanted to see ourselves the way you've been allowed to see yourselves through the history of this country. We wanted to see ourselves in the highest office in the land. We wanted to be able to point this out to our children and our grandchildren. But let me tell you why we came out in this election, Mr. President, and everybody listening and officials that can't figure it out. See, y'all got it wrong about black people. And I'm not a spokesman for black people, but I do know how we feel because I've been one 63 years. Matter of fact, the entire time I've been alive, I've been one. So I know what I'm talking about. We don't want you to do nothing for us, but we do want you to stop doing what you've been doing to us. And we turned out in large numbers because we sick of your racism. We sick of your social injustice. We sick of your systemic racism. We sick of your police brutality. We're sick of your red zoning laws. We're sick of you saying to us over and over and over that black lives don't matter, even when we keep pleading with you to see our lives the same as yours. But you're so hell-bent on being righteous that you can't even see what we saying when we say black lives matter. You're so busy telling us that white lives matter, that all lives matter, that blue lives matter, that you are missing the whole point of what we keep been screaming to you about black lives matter. It's not an either or. We don't care that all lives matter. We ain't got no problem with police lives mattering. Matter of fact, we get along with white America. Newsflash. Another newsflash. We built America. Newsflash. So with all of our contributions to America, we want our lives to matter just like everybody else's lives matter. That's what we want. But since you don't think black lives matter, how about this damn vote now, though? I bet your ass understand us a little bit better now. Oh, I bet you can't play us the next election. You can't play us no more because we proved something to you. You don't think black lives matter? How about these damn votes matter? Because of your refusal to say anything calming to the forces of Black Lives Matter, black votes now mattered in Detroit, in Atlanta, in Philly, in Milwaukee, to the point where you, sir, you out of office now. And I got one more parting gift for you to take with you. We gonna let you leave and send these 2 damn Senate seats with you. This is my parting gift and parting prayer to Donald Trump. We gonna win Georgia. Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff for Senate in Georgia. We gonna show up again. Bet we mattered in, homie. Thank you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.